I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, we're totally gay.
Saw it very well, yes.
Hey, so, you know, I see this stuff flinging around in the winter time. You must be very happy that it's not a very big winter around
I lost the game.
That is a benefit for us, yeah.
Piece of shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, hello, hello. What is going on? Welcome to the conclusion of my streaming week. After quite the busy week that we've had here this week, everybody. I mean, think of all the fun stuff that we've done this week so far, right? We had a full playthrough of Simpsons Hit and Run. Restarted one of my classic playthroughs in Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. Played various fighting games like Fighting EX Layer and Super Turbo. It's been quite the eventful week, right? A lot of variety around here on the streams. This is my full-time gig. Well, there are many ways you could do that. The first would be to go over and check out my Patreon. All right, over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. This is a monthly pledge campaign where if you pledge to my Patreon, you're directly helping me with the cost of doing business, including the very many expenses that I go through. Things like electricity, cost of games, and paying for my own health insurance because I'm self-employed, you know, internet, which I have business class internet, the most expensive possible, all those things. All right, you help me out with that. But the cool thing about Patreon is you get stuff back for your pledges. You earn personal perks depending on how much you contribute. In particular, if you actually want me to know, the best perk, in my opinion, is if you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon during a month, you get to participate in events where you get to nominate and vote on things for these special events. So, for example, if we do hit the subscriber goal this month, which it looks like we're very close to hitting, I'm doing that 10 Years of Rage event. And what you'll be able to do if you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon by the end of July, you'll be nominating and voting on your very favorite moments of any content that I've put out in the past 10 years that is still visible on YouTube. I have to emphasize that because there have been some videos that were taken down for copyright reasons, videos that were taken down for other various reasons. Those would not be eligible. All right. And in particular, yeah, I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to troll Phil and try to do this and that and pick specific things that wouldn't make sense. Obviously, we're going to have more rules and regulations about this event later. But you're going to be able to pick your favorite playthroughs, your favorite moments from playthroughs, something that happened on a trip that I went on, like a vlog of a convention or something. There's so much stuff that you can look at from 10-year legacy that I have on the internet. All right. 10 years.
How many guys work in this whole process? The trucks, the guys, the mining, underground?
Miners, at the miners, probably 250 people.
A cool way also to say, you know, a 10-year legacy and celebrate my 10-year anniversary. It's going to be great, okay? So, that being said, please consider pledging to my Patreon, patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Thanks to everyone who is a current patron, anyone considering becoming a future one. More info on, you know, events and stuff in the future as it becomes available. All right. Number 2, guys, as you can obviously see if you're watching the stream right now, I have a Teespring shop where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, high quality stuff. I can attest to the quality because I own a bunch of it, and I've owned some of it for over a year, including a couple t-shirts that have never faded or worn out, and a mug that I use every single day here on stream. So, great quality stuff at my Teespring shop. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a commission from. It helps me out, but you also get a cool collectible. Please check it out over at teespring.com/stores/DSP Gaming. Okay? And then, last but not least, if you're here live on the stream today for the big momentous return of Persona 5 and you want to get involved, you want to get a shout out and have some interaction during the stream, there's 3 ways you could do that, either by cheering with bits, by subscribing to the channel, or by tipping me. If you do any of those 3 things during today's stream, you'll actually be able to get a shout out from me. Now, keep in mind, this is a JRPG. There are some big narrative segments where I'm doing a lot of dialogue and a lot of cutscene and stuff. I'm not going to interrupt those with a shout out, but in between that, any of the open world exploration, the side missions, the combat, I'll be giving you shout outs live during the stream, okay? Pretty nice. Please, the only criteria I ask if you're trying to get a shout out, please try to stay positive. Don't bring up negative stuff. Don't bring up detractor stuff. Don't bring up drama. Don't bring up any kind of negative crap. I don't care about that stuff. And the thing is, we're trying to have a positive and fun, interactive gameplay stream where people can come here and feel at home and feel safe and feel like they're having a great time and they can just chill and be, you know, relaxed. That's the bottom line. We don't want people to come out drama constantly and insulting each other. So please keep that out of the shout outs. And in addition, big game, but some people just get so wrapped up in the fact that JRPGs can be repetitive and yada 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 that they don't show up. They'll say, oh, well, when Phil's playing Persona 5, I'm just going to forego the streams or whatever. I hope that's not everyone's, attitude here, because like I said, last year, first of all, the streams last year, even though they weren't getting a crazy amount of attention, all right, they weren't. After playing the game for 80 hours, every time I played Persona 5, I'd have maybe 200-300 people here hanging out with me, and that's cool, because those people were engaged, they loved the playthrough, right? They were really digging it, and they were, they were being very supportive, everything, it was great. So that's what I'm hoping to get back. Now, it sucks because in a year, a lot changes, and, some people, aren't even around anymore. Of course, now we got a bunch of new viewers who've come in the last year to watch my content. So what I will say is this: thank you to anyone who is here. Big game, but some people just get so wrapped up in the fact that JRPGs can be repetitive, and yada yada yada, that they don't show up. They'll say, oh, well, when Phil's playing Persona 5, I'm just going to forego the streams or whatever. I hope that's not everyone's, attitude here, because like I said, last year, first of all, the streams last year, even though they weren't getting a crazy amount of attention, all right, they weren't. After playing the game for 80 hours, every time I played Persona 5, I'd have maybe 200-300 people here hanging out with me, and that's cool, because those people were engaged, they loved the playthrough, right? They were really digging it, and they were, they were being very supportive, everything, it was great. So that's what I'm hoping to get back. Now, it sucks because in a year, a lot changes, and, some people, aren't even around anymore. Of course, now we got a bunch of new viewers who've come in the last year to watch my content. So what I will say is this: thank you to anyone who is here. But let's see how things go. And then, of course, keep in mind, guys, also coming this July, FYI, once I start wrapping up other stuff, I am looking to do other downtime playthroughs and some candidates. That's right. I'm going to be playing Achua as my next official playthrough. It's going to probably break the 1 million view mark here on Twitch. We're going to make streaming history with the most viewers ever on stream when I play Achua. Holy crap. Whew. Thank you to those who said bless you in the stream chat. Okay, so what I meant to say, before I completely went to a sneezing fit, was coming up later on in July will be probably a Silent Hill game or two. A lot of people have said they want me to play Silent Hill 2 a second time, but others have been clamoring for, I forget which game it was. There's one major Silent Hill game I've never played, and some people are saying they'd like to see me play that. So I'm considering a Silent Hill game this summer. There does seem to be some... Popsicolo says it's Achu-Uha, the sequel to El Shaddai. Yes, it is. How did you know? And there'll be more dancing, more neon disco dancing. Persona 5, not allowed. Alright, shout out to Kate, who cheered again and said shout out to Corn Dog for being lewd. I don't really know what that means, but there you go. Missing No cheered and said something. I have no idea what it was. I asked him what he meant in the stream chat. He didn't answer, so I'm not reading his cheer. Oh well. Beard Tendy did a 50-bit cheer. He says, I'm glad DSP has axes around his house in case. Oh my goodness. So I'm not gonna bring this up. I'm just gonna say this. We have a new name for one of my biggest detractors. Someone who regularly, constantly steals my content because he can't put out any quality content of his own and gets no attention when he tries. And we got a new nickname for him that we're all going to use in the stream chat, but I'm not going to start talking about it publicly. But that was pretty fucking funny. When someone said his name wrong, I said, that is the best nickname ever. We got to start using that regularly in stream chat, and we are now from now on. All right. Anyway, here we go. Eternal Napalm also did a cheer in regards to that, and I'm not going to read it, but thank you for the cheer. Kate did a 165-bit cheer and said, here, have all my bits. So Kate actually has now overtaken Eternal Napalm and is the top cheerer for today. So let's get Kate up here on the leaderboard. Oops. Kate. 165 bits. Thank you, Kate. Very nice. Kate actually getting to the top of the leaderboard. It's a rarity, that she gets up there, but she's up there. Good stuff. Murdoch did a $15 tip. Thank you very much, Murdoch, for the $15 tip. Very generous. And he says, Persona 5 hype, one of my favorite RPGs. I hope Tokyo is ready for DSP. All right, so let's get Murdoch up on the leaderboard. For that $15 tip, thank you very much, Murdoch. Top tipper for today so far. continuing on, Kula. Time for me to end the pre-stream. I'm going to click this button that says stop recording. I'm going to switch over, and we're going to start playing the game. For the first time in over a year, it's the return of Persona 5 here on the streams, okay? Thank you. Wait a minute. Kate just cheered. Says, Phil, you are the Tom Cruise of Twitch streams. I am the Tom Cruise of Twitch streams. That's what she just said. That's both, I guess, a compliment as well as incredibly disturbing, because Tom Cruise is a weird guy. So I don't know how to take this. I'm very confused. Baby Jim Bob just cheered again. It says, it must go on. Baby Jim Bob extending once again the length of the pre-stream with his cheer. Again, thank you guys for your contributions. Your cheers are much appreciated. You guys are awesome and supportive, and I'm happy that you guys love what I do, because I love doing it for a living. So I certainly hope that you guys are having fun with the stream, okay? Alright, I think now it is time, since things have now slowed down, to end the pre-stream. Alright guys, thank you very much. The time has come, and let us jump back into Persona 5. After over a year away, like I said, last time I played this was late June 2017. It is now time to jump back into the lives of the Phantom Thieves and see how this story wraps up. Alright, that is it. Thanks guys, and let's end.
Worthless specimen, get that ass banned.